Hey guys, what's up? Combat Saturday, and today what we're looking at is loading and reloading. Okay, now when we say loading, what we mean is that we are loading one side of our body in order to punch. Okay, and what's always going to happen is that when you're moving, when you're fighting, when things are happening, you're always going to have one shoulder more forward than the other. Okay, now your kind of home base is going to be fairly square. All right, now in Wing Chun and a lot of boxing systems like Peekaboo, for example, yeah, you want to be square so you have good use of both limbs, both sides equally, right? And defensively, right, you can go to either side and whatever, right? I can get this shoulder, that shoulder forward here, but you see, you always want to make sure that you have one shoulder forward because that means the other one is going to be loaded to hit. All right, so you don't want to move, then turn your shoulder, and then hit. You want to turn your shoulder as you move. All right, so just there, I was doing the rolling. Now, if I'm doing slipping or rolling or any kind of movement, okay, if I slip this way, right, it means this hand is loaded. If I go this way, it means this hand is loaded. All right, now making those split-second decisions, yeah, that can be a little tricky. Okay, so I have a few drills that we can go over today that can help with that. All right, but that's the thing. Always remember that whenever you do anything, always take a second to pause and say which hand is loaded. All right, same goes with feet too. We're just gonna work on hands for now. Okay, but you always want to know which one is loaded. Which one is loaded correctly. All right, and that's the thing. So if sometimes you're doing certain combos and then hitting with one hand, it just doesn't feel right. That's because it isn't loaded correctly. All right. Now there are times when the rules can be broken. Like in Wing Chun, for example, we use what's called inch power, and that means that we don't actually have to load it. We can actually strike from wherever we are. That can be done. Okay. But until you understand the correct loading and things, don't worry about doing that kind of stuff, okay? I mean, that's much more advanced stuff, okay? That's for when you have learned how to develop that very short range power, okay? But you can't do that until you have developed longer range power, okay? You always got to start big, and then you go down and down and down to a smaller size as time goes on, all right? That's why we sometimes say, train big, but fight small, all right? Train big movements, fight small, all right? Just like ordering a pizza, you have a large size, a medium size, and a small size. Okay, I also have extra large size. Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do here now, this drill will help you understand the loading. Okay, so if I go here, if I go 1 2, then automatically I know that this hand, because it's behind, is loaded. Right, 1 2 loaded, 1 2 loaded. So if I go 1 2, I slip, I load this one. 1 2 slip. Okay, see, 1 2 slip, boom. Okay, 1 2 boom. So that's a drill where you can go kind of side to side. We're just going to use straights. We keep slipping side to side, and it's kind of like a non-stop drill. You just keep on going, and you will feel the loading of the body, and you will automatically know which hand has to go forward. So here it is. Okay, I'm going to go 1 2 slip, 2 1 slip, 1 2 slip, 2 1 slip. So you see that? As I'm here, this shoulder's forward, right? This shoulder's back. So 1 2. Now slip. 2 1 slip. 1 2 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 slip. Again. 2 1 slip. Okay? So that will allow you, because so you do that enough and you drill it into your muscle memory, and you will know that whenever your body turns this way, you have to hit with that hand, all right? You don't have to. I mean, it's possible. I could be here, I could step through with something, and I could step here, I could do a rotating strike. That's possible. I could do that, okay? But we're getting ahead of ourselves, okay? Understand how to load the body correctly, the regular way, then you can get fancy. But don't start doing that kind of stuff until you understand this first. Okay, you have to walk before you can run. Okay, all right. Now the next drill is going to do it with a roll. Okay, and I'm going to use hooks. So we're going to go roll, Now this hand's loaded. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, yeah. Incidentally, I was asked about the way I throw hooks. I tend to kind of whip it out there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So that's the way I like to throw hooks. I do throw hooks wider as well, with different angles of fists. But I really like that one the best because I can kind of whip it out really fast, and also if someone tries to get underneath it, my forearm will catch them. Okay, so if someone tries to roll underneath it, I'll catch my forearm, and I can go to a grab and things. So believe me, it works. I've done it. Okay, someone tries to roll with it, all right, I try to hook, I might catch their back of their head or whatever. All right, now this is dirty boxing, I guess, right? Not legal in tournament or boxing match, but I can grab the head and boom, boom, I can do that, okay? Like, boom, boom, I can do that, which, like I said, dirty fighting, but in the street, there's no such thing as dirty, okay? So anyway, that's why I do my hooks like that, okay? Whipping hooks, okay? And I have the fist vertical, just like Wing Chun, okay? So, there it is again, okay? So, here, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. See, so pause. Which hand's loaded? Boom, boom. Which hand's loaded? Boom, 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 boom. See? See? So by understanding which hand is loaded correctly, which side of your body is loaded correctly, you'll always know what strike to use. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily hit with any one particular punch. Just need to know what side is loaded up properly. Okay? So that's the basic drill. So another one we're going to do, now that's called the loading. Now we're going to do the reloading. Okay, I did some of it earlier. So we're going to do here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, slip here, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, slip 2. All right? So here, 1, 2, 2. Okay, 1, 2, slip 2. So you see what I did there? This hand is loaded, but I actually want to hit with this one. So I need to do a movement to get back here and then 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. Okay? So that's it. And then one more drill. Okay, don't want to do too many. So basically we did the ones before, the 1, 2, 2, 1, and then we did the rolling, boom, 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 boom. Okay, now we do this one, 1, 2, 2. Okay, now we're gonna do the opposite side. Okay, we're gonna do a lead hand and a hook. All right, so here, but I want to reload this hand. This hand's forward. I can't just hit it. I mean, it's possible I could, right? The double jab, whatever, but you know, we want to understand the loading correctly, like I said before. Train big, fight small. We go 1, 2, 1. See, 1, load it up. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. See, 1, 1, 1. Load up. Okay, one more time. 1, 2. Okay. So these drills, they can help you understand how to load the body correctly. Okay, you'll know that if your hand's out here, I can't really use it again unless I load it correctly. All right. If this hand's out here, I can't use it again until I load it correctly. All right. And if I don't, and if I want to punch with the opposite hand, boom, boom, I'm just gonna keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Right. And you know, you do it enough, and you know it gets really smooth after a while. Okay. One more thing is that always remember, don't be too tense. You do this stuff, you need to be relaxed. Okay. Now I'm not really in favor of guys who do the punching with a finger sticking out like that. So that's you want to have a formed fist. Okay. You don't want to clench tightly, but this is formed. This is clenched tightly. It does not need to be like that. Okay, like I'm holding a bar for doing a deadlift. Okay. Be like this, all right, but form it correctly, so boom, 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 boom. So the thing is, the thing about it is that your hand stays loose until the moment of impact. Squeeze a grenade, right? Squeeze a grenade, okay. But when you're doing these drills, just keep it loose the whole time. Okay, if you're working on a bag, then yeah, squeeze it a bit. But for this drill, just keep that flow going. the flow is much more important than trying to get power. Okay, just keep the flow going, and you know, make it nice and crisp, and you'll understand the way the body is loaded. Okay, that's the whole idea of this. Okay, and the same thing goes for legs as well. Okay, now if I just did a hook, for example, 1, 2, 3, my weight is going to be a bit more on my back leg. Now let's say I want to knee with my rear leg here. 1, 2, 3. I need to put the weight on the front leg. 1, 2, 3. Put the weight on the front leg. See, and that arm comes across to kind of guard, and we call it a mohawk, so we can grab the guy and pull him. Right. 1, 2, 3. Right. All right. 1, 2. Now let's say I do this. 1, 2. I'm gonna bring the other side forward. Right. You can't see my feet here, but I'm gonna switch and then do it that way. Right. Right. So here, a switch. I switch my feet and then change leads maybe. Okay. All right. You know, don't worry about that yet. But I'm just telling you that just to prove a point that no matter what you're doing, whether it's feet or legs, whatever, you're always going to have to understand this loading and reloading concept. Okay. And then you understand which side to hit with and things. And like I said, later on, the rules can be broken. You can do step through footwork, you can pivot, you can use inch power, you can do all that stuff, but not until you understand this. All right, walk before you can run. Okay, there's way too many people out there who are trying to do all that fancy stuff and they don't understand the basics. Okay, well, if you don't understand the basics here, that stuff will all be useless. You will not be able to do it. All right. Okay, rules can be broken once you understand what they are. All right, so just remember that. Okay, and keep in mind too that this kind of you know, conventional fighting methods. Okay, don't forget that they're damn good. Okay, they work damn well. So just remember that. Okay, don't worry about being fancy. Okay, just get the basics down, and later on, if you want to try and do some more advanced stuff, go ahead, but not until you're good at this stuff. All right, so there you go, loading and reloading drills. Okay, as always, any questions, let me know. Talk to you guys soon.